Los Angeles, 1984. A city of sunshine, palm trees, and endless opportunity. But hidden in the darkness, a predator was preparing to unleash one of the most terrifying crime sprees in American history. Before the world knew the name Richard Ramirez, before newspapers called him the Night Stalker, there were victims whose stories would become the first chapters of a nightmare. Today, we'll explore 3 chilling anecdotes from the earliest known victims connected to Richard Ramirez. And one of them remained a mystery for more than 25 years.
On April 10, 1984, 9-year-old Mei Leung disappeared in San Francisco. For investigators, it was a heartbreaking case. The young girl had vanished without a trace. Soon afterward, her body was discovered, and detectives launched an intensive search for answers. But there was one problem. They had no suspect, no clear motive. The case went cold. Years turned into decades. Families waited for answers. Investigators retired. And the mystery remained unsolved. Then, in 2009, modern DNA technology revealed a shocking truth. The evidence pointed to a man who had already become a symbol of terror across the United States: Richard Ramirez. More than 25 years after the crime, the mystery was finally solved. But by then, countless lives had already been changed forever. Just 2 months later, on a warm June evening in Los Angeles, 79-year-old Jenny Vinkow prepared for bed. Like many residents during the hot California summer, she left a window open to let in fresh air. It seemed like a harmless decision. But that open window would become a doorway for horror. Sometime during the night, an intruder entered her apartment. The crime shocked investigators. Detectives carefully examined the scene and collected fingerprints from the window area. Yet despite having physical evidence, they still had no idea who they were hunting. To them, this was simply another unsolved murder. What they didn't know was that they were looking at the beginning of a crime spree that would soon terrify an entire region. The fingerprints would sit in police files, waiting for the day when investigators would finally discover the identity of the man behind them. After the murder of Jenny Vinkow, something strange happened. The killer vanished. For nearly 9 months, there appeared to be no crimes that investigators could connect to the same offender. No obvious pattern, no serial killer, no reason to suspect that Los Angeles was facing an emerging threat. But behind the scenes, Richard Ramirez was still out there, living his life, moving unnoticed through California. And because of the long gap between crimes, police had no way of connecting the dots. In many ways, this silence was one of the most dangerous parts of the story. It created the illusion that the threat was gone, that there was no monster, no Night Stalker. Then, in 1985, the attacks began again. And this time, they came rapidly. These first chapters of the Night Stalker story remind us how easily evil can remain hidden until the clues finally come together. If you want to see more tales of crimes, subscribe and hit the like button so you don't lose the next videos. Peace out.